It's been however many months since Jermaine Justice dropped the document on Calspirk, or Mythical Dust as he goes by now, which, not gonna lie, I'm gonna call him by his real name, Callum Anthony Hobson, or just Callum for short. And some developments have happened with said thing. Look, I'm not going to bore you with the document itself. I'm pretty sure most of you have seen the actual Twitter post I made dissecting it. I will leave it down in the description if you want to see it. But long story short, there's blood in the water now, and it's of Callum's doing. So we are not sitting idly by while he goes around doing this. So with that being said, here's how I'm going to format this video for you guys. Mind you, this is unscripted, and I may go off tangent, so I apologize. But essentially, I will give updates towards some of the victims, as some of the victims have come to me, telling me how much time has passed and how much better their lives are without dealing with this asshole. And I will also be giving an update to the most serious claim that has come against him. Which, spoiler alert, we are getting the authorities involved, but the explanation as to why we haven't done that sooner rather than later is basically going to be something I need to explain. Given the developments that have recently happened, there's more to it that we need to talk about. More things that have kind of made things even shittier, to say the least. So with that being said, we are going to talk about Mythical Dust, Calspirk, Callum, however you want to call him. And we're going to put the final nail in the coffin for this, because this has gone on for way too long, and it needs to be dealt with. So firstly, in regards to the victims that have come to talk to me about this whole thing, and who have consoled within myself, they've given me an update that honestly is positive to start with, but I'm pretty sure this is the only positive thing you're going to hear out of me, if not for the other thing that I will mention here in a minute. So the victims themselves have come out, and they are actually doing a lot better than before. Black and Yellow are actually in a very, very healthy relationship, even though Black doesn't see it that way. But hey, whatever. Doubts are doubts. Silver and Pink are also in a happy relationship, and they couldn't have been happier. In fact, they've been pretty petty about it, not gonna lie. From how they told me about it, it did seem petty, but they do seem to be in a brighter place, and it makes sense. So, with that being said, everything's all good on their end. Blue is doing better. He's improved himself. He's done more than enough to prove his worth. And yes, he does hiccup here and there, but he's been a better person from what he's told me, from what everyone else has told me. And that's where it's going to be left off, because honestly, Orange hasn't really come to me about any of this and told me how they themselves feel about what happened after all this came out. And Red wants no involvement in this, unfortunately. Hey, Editing Iron here. I'm sorry if my voice sounds different. I just woke up. So I got in contact with Orange as of recently, and I've asked Orange how well they're doing in terms of this whole situation. Orange currently is doing better. They've kind of repressed this whole situation because it's caused them a lot of trauma and a lot of bullshit. But they've done better now because they are with someone they actually are happy with, and they're surrounded by people that won't actually give a shit about themselves and what they've gone through. They've been put in a better position to not only forget about this whole situation and distance themselves away from it, despite the legal trouble about it, but it's good to hear that they're doing okay and that they are in a position that is actually a really good one and in an environment that is rather positive. I just figured I want to update this because I just recently got in contact with Orange and yeah. Anyway, I apologize. I am going to continue the video. Just keep in mind the victims are doing better right now. They are healing from this. And for myself personally, for the sake of the victims, I ask you to give them a moment of peace and a moment of healing. Because honestly, that's what's happening right now, is everyone is healing and they need time to heal. So with that being said, please, I advise you to give them some space. As for the serious claim of CP possession, there have been some developments in regards to this whole thing. Starting off with, why didn't we report this sooner than later? Well, basically, everyone who has been aware of the document knows that the authorities were going to get involved somehow. However, how that was going to be was pretty unclear. But there is a reason for that, from what I've been told. And what has been told was that there wasn't enough understanding on this whole situation, on what UK laws are like, and I myself had to go look at UK laws regarding this, and yes, I can confirm that this is a pretty serious offense, and, well, man's cooked. I'm sorry, but the man's cooked. From what I've also been told, this man has also tried to delete the image off of his device and off of his Discord, from what I'm aware of. This has been murmurs from other people, but I mean, that's not going to do much in this case, given that the statute of limitations for this kind of thing, especially for those who are over the age of consent and are legally an adult. Yeah, no, it's not going to end up well for him. It's been however many months, probably 3 or 4, to even go into this, learn the UK law, and try to take the appropriate action for this. And while I myself and many others, including the victims, are not going to go to the police about this, rest assured, the document holder is considered to be in contact with the authorities at this point. And of course, they are going to extend their concerns and their wishes for an investigation on this whole thing. But given that the evidence is there and it's plain as day, yeah, he's screwed. Now, if you want a basic understanding of all of this, the document will be down in the description along with my Twitter post dissecting the whole thing. So you can get a better understanding as to what this is and why this is being brought up in something that is essentially an update on this man's misdeeds. This part of the video is going to be relatively short, but it is just as serious as the claims against Callum himself. So with that being said, let us talk about DeHayes. DeHayes is a Twitch streamer with, I believe, over 600, 700 followers. I don't know. I don't really care because he had banned me and one of my associates from the server after warning him about Callum's actions, as well as providing the document with evidence in it. DeHayes, from what he has told me, and yes, he has told me this, and I'm putting it on screen, that Callum is not a predator. And that insinuating that he is a predator is going to be a bannable offense if I continue. I told him that is not a good idea, that my only intention is to look out for DeHayes, and that he is harboring a pedophile. Although pedophile is not a word I should have used at the time, it should have been groomer, in his server. And in the end, it's going to look bad on DeHayes. DeHayes then promptly not only exclaimed, "Yeah, fucking thanks," he also banned me and one of my associates from the server. Which is pretty telling on how DeHayes is handling this whole situation. He is not only denying evidence, but from what I've also been told by one of Callum's friends, DeHayes had asked Callum if he was going to do a repeat offense of that again. Callum said no, apparently, and DeHayes allows him to be in his server to this very day. To give you an insight on Callum's involvement with DeHayes, DeHayes has a series called Sonic Shenanigans. It's pretty much a series where it's a bunch of fucking VR chat roleplay. Not going to shame anyone who does VR chat roleplay. All I'm going to say is that it's not good. It's not a good series. It's just a cringe fest, in my opinion. But the point is, Callum has involvement with the server and, of course, his content. Given that Callum has been outed for not only being abusive, manipulative, and absolutely delusional in this entire situation, he has also gone out of his way to tell DeHayes that he's not going to do any of this stuff again. Therefore, he's not a bad person. DeHayes is allowing this white lie to sway his judgment, and he is going to ban anyone who brings it up. Honestly, very disgusting. So yeah, DeHayes is not in a good position either. DeHayes is currently looking at a PR disaster when it comes to Cal's involvement in the whole situation. So, my message to DeHayes, if he even bothers looking at this, you are digging your own grave, my guy, by having this man in here. And given some of the stuff that I am going to bring up later in this video, yeah, you're on the wrong side of history, and if anything, you are only doing yourself a disservice. So, do everyone a favor and actually ban the man. And actually be a server owner. Actually enforce your rules. And given some of the stuff that I have to bring up now, yeah, you're going to have a different opinion, my guy. And now we watch a video of Cal's response to this whole thing. Long story short, it's terrible. It's just so fucking bad. All I'm going to say is that I will condense it as much as I can, despite it already being condensed enough as it is. So please bear with me here when I talk about this video. Anywho, here's what we got.
No, it has just been a really stressful night, to be fair. If I'm being honest, that at the time rubbed me the wrong way, because, of course, my head was a complete fucking mess, and I was on the verge of breaking down. Well, really, the main thing that set this off, and even though I've said before, I don't give a shit if people do that. Like, if you will know, but you know, a certain individual just with no warning. Typical.
Firstly and foremostly, don't give a shit. I'm sorry, my guy. If you're going to be talking about this for over an hour, you clearly do give a shit. You clearly do give a shit about this because it's your reputation on the line. I'm sorry, but if you were to never give a shit about this kind of thing, you would have just dropped it where it was. But no, your reputation is on the line. So you gotta have to play the victim here and have the sympathy card being played. Because that's what you do. You play the victim, you beg for sympathy, you act like you were in the wrong. And trust me, later in this video, everyone, you're going to see that he is going to deny any wrongdoing. Plus, someone cutting you out of their life should be none of your fucking business. If they want to cut you out of their life, they have a right to do so. They don't need to explain why. They don't need to fucking justify why they cut you out of your life. At the end of the day, all of this that at the beginning, this is him not only dumping his fucking stress and trauma on people, but he's doing it in a way that tries to get sympathy. Honestly, he doesn't even care about the fact that he's fucked up many people's lives, including a fucking minor's. So, I don't want to hear shit about you being stressed out, my guy.
Which, as I've said before, I don't give a I've said before, if people want to do that, and whatever, like, just, if people want to do that due to bullshit, whatever, I don't care, it's not my problem. But at the end, but the thing is, it still hit me because I considered him close. Nothing's gonna change that. Like, I mean, not, that's just a part of me being really. It's just a part of me being extremely sensitive and fragile. But of course, if it wasn't for all the shit I've had to go through, it wouldn't be as bad as it is today. The amount of bullshit I've had to deal with, and just the amount of shit I've had to deal with being mistreated by, a lot of bad people and all that. It's just, yeah. I've told people a lot of the problems I deal with wouldn't be as bad as they are if it wasn't for all the shit I've had to go through. Thought problems meant anxiety and stress, especially affecting me physically, and yeah, the mention thing I said, but yeah, no, that did, and that's what started my mood decline. Nothing, and well, to be fair, I woke up, because I woke up like really late due to going through my alarm. Because to be fair, I barely had any sleep the day before, because the only sleep I got was like in the car back and a few hours on the sofa, so I really didn't have that much sleep. So there's no wonder I woke up so late, because my body was kind of recovering from that lack of sleep. Yeah, no, I didn't even hear my alarm once, which literally tells me that I went right through. Yeah, I was straight through my alarm. But yeah, no, there was a lot of. There's so many emotions and so many thoughts going through my head, and
again, if you did not fucking care, you would have dropped it already. People who do not care about people cutting them out of their lives would fucking drop it. It's not that hard. Not to mention, more trauma dumping. What the fuck is wrong with you? This is not relevant to the conversation. My guy, you're only doing this to try to get sympathy out of Yellow. I'm fucking sorry. But you're doing 100 things wrong right now, and you are not seeing it.
I mean, with all the things I said at the time, I mean, like I said to you at the time, I just didn't see a reason of just doing stuff out of the blue, because all the time I don't do stuff unless something happens, and then I can respond with the most appropriate action. Because I'm not the type of person just to do this out of the blue. Like, I've got to I need something to happen and also have a reason to do it. But those two need to be the same. Not just because while it did fit for the reasoning.
No, I don't need to hear any more of this part. Honestly, all I gotta say is, one, there's more than enough reason for you to cut people out of your life. Much like how there's more than enough reason for myself to cut people out of my life. The only reason you're not doing it to the people who stayed around you is because you're trying to latch on to them as much as possible, trying to get them to see your side of things, which, by the way, is just nothing but lies and excuses, and you're not even bothering to fucking confront them, let alone cut them out of your life, unless you have a good reason. You have more than enough of a reason to cut these people out of your life. The people you still have on your side. They joined a server that you're not comfortable with them joining. They have confronted you on your bullshit. They don't want to fucking see you go down the route that you have been going down for the past few years at this point. And yet, you're not going to give them an out because you have known them the longest. Bitch, the person who has been there from day one despises you because he knew about this situation. He opened his eyes, and you had no problem cutting him out of your life when he fucking left. And yet, with everyone else that's in there at the moment, and the moment they confront you on this, you're not going to fucking cut them out? What kind of fucking jigsaw puzzle bullshit is this? The fuck is wrong with you?
You know, things had been chill, things had been...
I think that's enough of a reason.
I know... But that shit as I told you as well, though, that at the time, that shit takes... that takes fall, because considering I would have been throwing away even more of the longest friendships I've had, because at this point I'm starting to not even at this point I'm losing track of who I've actually known the fucking longest, because a lot of them I've lost them, or
as I said, that would be rude.
Well, they've turned out to be pieces of turned out to be pieces of shit. Well, I lost him,
you know what I mean?
So I guess it counts, but not really. Yeah.
Longest, but...
It's like it counts, but it doesn't really, because somebody had to succumb to someone's actions. Sorry, I meant to say, as in, like, they followed path of and didn't put a fucking single thought into it. That's the only reason I don't. That's the only reason I've got a major dislike against him, because he knows better. I expected better from him, and to, do what a lot of people did at the time, which is actually come to me, verify this shit, and whatnot, instead of just doing this and throwing away years of friendship down the drain. Because that shit obviously hurt. That shit did hurt, which is obviously going to fuel up my hatred, because it's like, because that just makes me think, oh, this person's not genuine, this person is just, which is how it felt like with him, because it's just like, when I remember seeing that happen, I'm like, dude, seriously? Like, I expected so much better, and yeah, he decides, oh no, I'm just going to follow path of this person. When that original person as well didn't know fucking... When especially the original person fucking should have... That I had the most expectations from. Obviously I won't get into that because... you remember all the times when we would have a serious talk and whatnot, and I brought up them... I would either bottle up with anger, or bottle up with like frustration, which then turns into like wanting to bawl out my eyes. Because if there was anything that hurt me the most during that whole thing, it was everything they did. Because again, considering that they just didn't. Well, just like with everyone that followed their path, they didn't put a thought into it. And to be fair, considering I did find out some time after that they hadn't been honest with me, that kind of then, I guess it added up why they just put no thought into it, because they weren't even being genuinely honest with me in the first place. And I guess that's what's to expect from somebody who practically cheated on me a year prior. And technically cheated on me, even though they had cut contact from me. Technically, they did it again, because when you told me about the whole them talking with another person, it still is kind of labeled as that because it's like they're talking to someone behind my back. Like, you know,
Okay, so this part's intentionally a little bit longer for a myriad of reasons. Firstly, this person who cut you out of his life only did it because he found out you were not only an abusive piece of shit, but you've also groomed a minor and gotten CP from them. So I think it's more than a justified reason to not talk to you about it and get a fucking story from you. Are you fucking kidding? It's common fucking sense. You were a legal adult in the law. Sure, you may have been 16 or 17, but in UK law, you were legally an adult. You shouldn't have been doing that shit. So for this man to cut you out of his fucking life because you groomed a minor? Yeah, I think it's more than justified. And what is he going to go to you for? A fucking fabricated story about how you were stupid back then? About how you didn't realize what the fuck you were doing? Bitch, even there have been 16-year-olds who know not to do that shit. Sure, 16-year-olds are fucking hormonal. But there are 16-year-olds who are smarter than you on that front. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I know I'm asking this question multiple times, but genuinely, what the fuck is your problem, dude? Oh, and not to mention, the next part that came up, about Pink. And yes, I know it's about Pink, because you were insinuating that she is also in the wrong for not going to you and being honest about everything and getting a story from you. Not to mention, cheating on you? Cheating on you? She did confirm she did cheat on you. And although I don't condone cheating, you cheated on her prior. You cheated on her prior to all of this. So I would say she's in the right for cheating on you after you've cheated on her way before she did that fucking act. Again, I don't condone cheating. I think it's fucked up. But in this situation, you've been doing it for literal years. On VR chat of all things. Fucking VR chat. So I don't want to hear your complaints about it when she had more than enough of a reason to fucking cheat on you. Not to mention, you then bring up Silver in the conversation like it's fucking relevant, and saying that she cheated on you again with Silver after she broke up with you. Do you not know how that fucking works? Do you not know how breaking up with someone fucking works? Jesus fuck, you're stupid. She broke up with you. She didn't want to be in a relationship with you anymore. She got with Silver so she can actually have a relationship. It's not cheating when you're no longer with the person. Oh my fucking... This angers me because there have been people like this in my life that I've been in relationships with that have done this same exact fucking excuse, and it fucking angers me. Like, genuinely, what the fuck is even going through your head at the moment? Oh, I should probably answer that. Nothing but fucking bullshit.
it's like I said though, that was their fucking fault. Because again, at the end of the day, I asked, they were fine with it. But that's their fucking fault. That was their fucking fault for not being honest with me in the first place. I mean, I'm not wrong with that, am I? Because like I said, I was honest with it. I asked, I brought it up. Because again, I know I'm very forgetful when it comes to a lot of stuff. Because there's a lot of stuff I genuinely would not do. I'm not a fucking arsehole. I'm not somebody who's an arsehole or careless or anything. I'm the polar opposite. If anything, I'm extremely caring for the people I care about. But what can I expect from two lying pieces of shit that then eventually, just decided to get with each other again?
Wow, you are fucking stupid. You've been lying to Pink and Silver for a while now, and you wanna fucking talk shit about them lying to you? They've been nothing but honest with you, and yet you lied to them. God, I find it ironic how the tables have turned in this fucking situation. Not to mention, from what Yellow has told me in the psychoanalysis, from what we've seen in terms of his eye gestures, like him moving his eyes to the right and like only moving back to the camera when he has to speak. From what Yellow has told me in terms of psychoanalysis, that can insinuate that one, he is not telling the truth, and he is pulling shit out of his ass, and two, he is hiding something and he is fully aware of it. I just find it funny that he is lying to Yellow about all of this, or he is fabricating everything. Or even better, he is hiding something about this whole situation. He's possibly fucking hiding the fact that yes, he did cheat on those two. He did fucking mistreat those two. And he's trying to paint it as if he's the victim. Yeah, no. You're not slick, dude.
Then again, I should have probably, when I was told about just the amount of times they had been so, like, they would tell me, oh, I never want to lose you, this and that. This is what I meant by, there was so much to it, and yet it was just thrown away and just put in the bin due to, as I've had to, last time I hate having to talk about that. Due to lots of bullshit and stuff that happened 6 fucking years ago, when I was a completely different person and a complete fucking stupid prick.
Yeah, the whole argument of you being a different person and being a prick at the age of, 17 years old does not excuse the fact you had CP, my guy. And, the fact that they cut you off because you had CP, yeah, no, it's completely fucking justified because it would look bad on them as well. Fuck you. You deserve to have them fucking leave you. Not to mention, yeah, no, from this point onward, he's trying to say he is in the right when in reality he isn't. I just want to make that aware as I continue on with this. This is another point that was brought up by Yellow. He's trying to say he's in the right in this whole situation. All I gotta say is, no the fuck you ain't. You know this, and you're trying to paint it as if you have, the highest fucking praise ever, and that you can do no wrong. Honestly, dude, you can try to paint it as, no, I'm not saying that, but this is what your fucking talking, your rambling does to you. It makes you look like a complete dick. Think about what you say first before you say it.
Because a lot of people know, even my own mum knows, I was a little shit growing up. An autistic twat and all. But I mean, that whole thing was what basically them and a bunch of other people did. They did that, and then of course a bunch of people followed path. But I mean, at least there are fucking people that can actually understand and fucking know me and know that obviously I'm a completely different person to what I was back then. At least people can understand that. Some people don't, and that's their that's their fucking problem. I've shown I've changed. A lot of people that I care about know I've changed and have seen it. But of course, some people are either dumb, delusional, or just don't give a shit. But, I mean, fuck, even you knew and even know, because I mean, you've known me for years, but you know I'm not the person I was back then. I'm right, aren't I?
Apologies, I'm doing a thing real fast. I said apologies, I'm doing a thing real fast. Okay. What else?
But yeah. I mean, it's what I've also said to people that, cause obviously that never it doesn't get talked about anymore. And even then I've said, I don't give a shit. I've also told people, don't fucking come to me about it, because I don't want to fucking hear it. That's why I've said like anything after, because I even said after I basically put my foot down, and basically put an end to it on my end. I did say like after that, I don't care what gets put out. I don't care what happens afterwards. I'm not going to acknowledge it. I'm not going to fucking respond. I'm just not going. I don't care. And even then, as I've told some people, and even then it won't matter because it'd be considering there was already bullshit spewed in the first parts of it. Anything else that comes out, it's just going to be. It immediately will be seen as bullshit. Because if something was bullshit in the first place, then the other part of it, the next part that would be put out is just going to be, it's going to make it, it's just going to be made not believable. Like, that trust isn't, I've said before though, and I've said it many times. It's just like at the end of the day, a lot of people, not a lot of people, but at the end of the day, some people just don't want to verify shit with me. Because I've said it before, and I fucking will say until the day I die. When it comes to anything to do with me, I know what's right and I know what's wrong. But in a lot of cases, people just, yeah.
Anything he has to say about the document from this point onward, I'm not gonna fucking leave in the video. He just keeps insinuating the point that the doc is bullshit and nothing but lies and fabrication. Let me just say this: the victims not only went to Jameer Justice, and yes, I know I called him Jermaine Justice at the beginning of the video. I'm leaving that in because it's funny as fuck. But the victims also came out towards myself and many others who have been involved in this situation and have confirmed that the evidence here is very solid, very real, and they have the backups of said evidence. So you saying the doc is bullshit when it is confirmed the victims have everything against you? Yeah, no, you look very fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid, my guy. As long as that document is still standing, you have no reason to fucking call anything anyone says bullshit, because there's the evidence right fucking there. Again, I'll have this document in my fucking description, so everyone can read it and understand the grisly fucking fate these people had to fucking endure when it comes to this man. But yeah, no, this doc ain't bullshit, fam. You're just spewing bullshit in order to say it's bullshit.
Yeah, no. Again, all that bullshit was stuff. It was personal. Yes, it was personal opinions and just again stuff that only a very small number of people thought, and nobody else. Which again, that's why I say all of that was bullshit. Because of course, people don't want to come to me for the actual truth. What?
Okay, a tiny lie from me. I apologize, because I just realized he says this is all personal opinion. How the fuck is this personal opinion, my guy? There's facts behind it. There's evidence behind it. What is opinionated here? What are you trying to imply that's opinionated? Like, what is not being... Every time this man speaks, it gives me a fucking aneurysm. None of this is personal opinion, my guy. The evidence is there. The evidence is fucking there. The fact you're saying this is all opinion is fucking stupid. You're digging your own grave deeper at this point. I'm sorry, but nah. This is not all opinion when it can be backed up by fucking evidence. That is what facts are. Something that can be backed up by evidence.
Okay, so
I'm been listening to what he's been saying and just evaluating. Was wrong. 2, trying to say he's in the right. 3, still saying the doc is bullshit. 4, saying it's all personal opinions. And you've also been hearing what else he's been saying. So, I've been masking, as it's probably really obvious.
Okay, so for those who are wondering why I left this bit in, it's purely because it will confirm why there doesn't seem to be a lot of talking from Yellow. Yellow has been masking throughout this whole thing, and honestly, anything Yellow says at this point is like trying to keep a low profile, trying to mask, and trying not to let things on or reveal what is actually going on. So I figured I'd just leave this in for those who are curious.
You won't do that though if we did move on respectfully though.
No. I'm just saying.
Unless I actually gave you a reason to, which I wouldn't.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I won't want you to do that, obviously.
I have multiple sigils.
Well, that's why. Well, to be fair, that's why when I had the thought of wanting to move on respectfully from you, that's why I say respectfully, you know, because obviously I don't want to do it. I don't want to move on. I don't want to move on bad terms or anything. You know what I mean? I want it to be civil, and just you know, we move on good terms basically. Because I won't want shit like that happening, and I obviously wouldn't want you to curse me or anything.
Yellow told me that they cut you off, and they hoped that anything and everything you do is fucking going to fail. I can't blame them, though. So, there's a reason why that particular statement aged poorly.
They dug their... Well, you know, and even then I've said to, like, Bonks and Jay and a few other people, like, they dug their grave. Well, it's not just in terms of the server, but in terms as a whole, like, they dug their grave. They can bury themselves in it. Because it doesn't just go for that, but it's like, I never want contact with them ever again. And I'm pretty sure for the most part, they wouldn't anyway, which good. Does me a favor. I mean, they lied, so I don't know if lying makes you two-faced.
It does.
Or if that applies. Oh, so calling them a fake two-faced bitch does make sense. But, yeah. People like them that turn into, or, you know, they're not coming back. Both server and friend, like, just as a whole. Because I know Sega hadn't removed me off of VR chat, and I was just like, fuck you. I did the favor and I blocked. Well, no, no, because it's like the second you do that, you dig your grave. You know, by that, it also means I'm blocking you and you're not getting contact with me again. You dug your fucking grave and you.
It's rich that he's saying everyone's dug their own grave when it comes to him. Bitch, you have dug your own grave before and after the document has come out. And the purpose of this video is to make sure the final nail in the fucking coffin is made. You have actively done shit that is considered disgusting and deplorable, and we are digging our own graves because we either talk about it, or in terms of the victims, they fucking come out about it, and they fucking want justice against you? Nah, you don't get to use that term, my guy. You don't get to use the term dig your own grave when you've been actively doing that shit for years. It's kind of fucking ironic that you think you were in the right in all of this, when in reality, you were the fucking person in the wrong the whole fucking time. I don't want to hear any of this from you.
Yeah, and again, considering that was before the talk, like, before having this talk, at least with that paragraph, he's not actually talking shit. He's just basically saying that he's, you know, He feels like if any. To be fair though, I don't know why he says that though, because when he says I'm tired of the drama, nothing's happened. It's been moved like. I obviously fucking put my foot down. I obviously put my foot down and disposed of it, and nothing else has happened, or nothing's like. And I obviously stopped being. Well, I still try to dispose of any because my thought problems will still remind me of some pieces of shit or even the whole thing as a whole. Because of course of course that's going to happen. Because if it's something that really heavily affected me, it will take a while to forget that. Well, no, I forget. Yeah, no, well, I forget about it completely due to my thought problems. Because it's like I've stopped thinking about it normally. Just thought problems wants to persist to remind me.
There are 3 things I need to say here with this whole clip in particular. 1, Bees Bonkers is done with this shit because you cannot drop it. And you blaming your thought problems on not being able to drop it is kind of making things worse. No one's asking him to take sides, nor is anyone asking him to fucking get involved. It's only a problem when you even fucking talk about it. So shut the fuck up and stop talking about it. 2, saying nothing happened is fucking stupid because there are plenty of things that have happened, especially things I've been informed of from your side of things. So to say that you're fucking all fine and there's nothing happening is fucking delusional. And 3, blaming your thought problems is bullshit. It just means we live rent-free in your heads and you cannot stop thinking about it. If you really want to stop thinking about it, then actively stop thinking about it. The more time you spend thinking about it is time that could have been used to move the fuck on. I can't believe how hard it is for someone like you to try to stop thinking about it, to stop talking about it, and to fucking move on. Oh, but your reputation is on the line. Everything is on the line at this point because there are many things levied against you that are absolutely justifiably needing to be called out. You're more worried about your fucking credibility than the whole situation as a whole. Fucking wow.
That might be another thing I'll have to talk to someone about that knows them quite well. Because I got removed by. It's typical, it's these people, because they're people that have contact with that fucking stupid, fucking Mexican. Well, you know who I'm on about. I'm venting frustration.
Venting frustration or being a racist piece of shit. Choose your fucking words wisely next time.
I remember having Floofball remove me completely and block me and everything. First time I found out was through VR chat on Hayes' stream, because I heard something even though I didn't see anything, and I looked at his stream and I noticed somebody was not there. I spoke to Hayes about it. I spoke to somebody else about it, and they actually told me about it, because when I was told that, oh hey, they've been saying that they think I'm this and that, and it's exactly the shit. When they were saying that they were thinking I'm a P-word and all that, I was like, yep, I knew this was going to be to do with... I knew they would have removed and blocked me. It was just simply another person believing bullshit and just being a gullible bastard. But immediately when that happened, I knew immediately who that connects to. Because I know some people who have connections to him. Floof is one of them. Phoenix is another. Garnet is another. Because Garnet removed me, and they've been chill with me though. When it comes to Garnet, but those 3, I know they have I know they have contact with that fucking person.
Your need to bring up 3 people who not only want to be moved away from this situation, but believe in innocent until proven guilty, and see you as guilty because of the evidence presented before them, is a fucking low blow, dude. Do you really need to bring these people up? Do you really need to put these people's name in your fucking mouth? Do you get some sort of sick joy from having people's dicks in your fucking mouth? Oh no, you do, because it's pretty much you. You cannot let anything go, and you will bring anyone down with you, no matter the cost. You had no reason to bring these people up, and it's absolutely fucking disgusting that you did. You need to learn to shut the fuck up, dude. Do not involve people who do not need to be involved. It is that simple. You are a fucking disgrace for doing this. Honestly, I don't know where you get off doing this. Fuck you.
I mean, yeah, because it's like when Garnet removed me, I knew immediately what was up. And I knew, because I knew for the chances are, it was, you know. I mean, it was of course it's a guess, but it's a fucking, there's no other way, there's no other fucking reason or way. Because especially considering especially that Garnet is kind of like a sister to them, they're gonna obviously speak on an often basis. But the person I know that this helped me in sins, the person that also actually came to me and verified everything, which is you know, something that I wish other people fucking did, which is actually come to me about it and verify it instead of just, oh yeah, I'm just gonna believe bullshit that other people have said and not even come to you to to actually verify it, even though it's stuff to do with you. Because people just want to be stupid and delusional. They did say to me they talked to Floof about it. Sounds like I'm gonna have to talk to them about Phoenix too. Because I know them and Phoenix talk quite often. They usually chill out with, so I'm sure if I passed it on by saying, oh hey, by the way, Phoenix has been Phoenix had talked shit, you might want to talk to him. Because also they're just like they've been doing with Floof. I've had no updates about that. I did say to him, like, whatever happens, if they wanted to re-add me, like whatever, I did say they can shove it up their ass. Just like with everyone else that decided to remove me without verifying everything and all that, they dug their fucking grave. They can bury themselves in it. They blew that chance. And for some people, that was just a one chance, but if you're gonna do me dirty like that, you're gonna only get one fucking chance.
You not only brought up these people who have little to no involvement in this and made their own fucking choice, you now call them delusional? Because they decided to make a choice that benefits them? That benefits their mental and fucking social standing? Are you fucking kidding me right now? They are delusional because they cut you off because there's standing evidence against you? Not to mention, you've been agging this shit on and acting like you were not the fucking problem? Are you kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me? This is not a matter of you fucking not caring about this shit. This is not a matter of you fucking wanting people to see your side. You're actively doing this to piss people off. You are actively doing this because if no one wants to hear your fucking sob story, then they are the enemy. They are enemy number fucking 1 to you. Do you not see how fucking stupid you are? Do you not see how fucking stupid this is? Oh my fucking god. They just removed you because they saw the evidence against you and believe in innocent until proven guilty. Which, by the way, you are being proven fucking guilty. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Are you on fucking crack? Is that what that is? Bro, literally let it go. Do not involve people or shame them for making choices that benefit themselves. By saying that, you're saying they are not allowed to have a choice to cut you off because of all of this. Not to mention, they're not taking sides. It is disgusting that you're doing this because you want them to take your side.
Yeah, because when they told me, like, oh yeah, they think, they heard that I'm apparently this, and they heard that apparently I kept changing the story, my side of the story, which, no, I've kept it literally practically the same. And considering they've said that they heard it from other people, I wonder fucking who. Well, I don't know if it particularly be them. It'll probably be people also connected to him. But obviously, the point is obviously the point is it's people that it's not me. Obviously, they've not come to me. They've not actually came to actually. Again, it's just what always fucking frustrates me and pisses me off when it comes to situations like that. That is to do with me. Because it's in that sentence, to do with me. If it's to do with me, again, I know what's right and what's wrong. But of course, a lot of the time, people just don't fucking come to me to actually get the truth. No, they want to believe some bullshit that somebody else has said.
You are not in the right here. I'm sorry. You're not in the right here. You thinking that you know what's right and wrong is fucking bullshit. You fucking abused people. You fucking villainized people. You fucking groomed a minor and got fucking illicit material from them. And you want to say you know what's right and wrong? I call bullshit. Your morality is fucked up, dude. Your moral compass is a fucking skittle at this point. You saying you know what's right and wrong and that everything is bullshit in itself. I don't want to fucking hear about you knowing what's right and wrong when you clearly did something that could land you in fucking prison. Bro, shut the fuck up and accept the fact that you are in the wrong in all of this.
But I said to them when they told me what Sammy said and whatever, and I put, oh my fucking god, they decided to fucking one-side that shit and believe bullshit that happened 6 fucking years ago when I don't obviously do that shit.
Stop bringing up that point. That point is pointless. You may have done it all those years ago, yes, but you were a fucking legal adult at that point. You were of age at that point. You could have landed in prison if they decided to fucking come to the police about this shit. Which, by the way, from what I learned in the UK, there are no statutes of limitation about this shit. Much like the US. So basically, this point is fucking pointless. You need to accept the fact that regardless if you were a stupid fucking teenager or not, is not relevant here. You accepted fucking underage material and decided it was fine, that it was hunky-dory. You could have easily said, no, remove it, I don't feel comfortable with this. But you fucking went with it. Stop bringing this point up.
I was shaking with stress, like I was stressed as hell, I was pissed off. No wonder why they fucking did the same as other cunts and fucking remove and block me and not come to me to verify it first. This fucking shit is why I've stopped fucking caring anymore, because at the end of the day, if they're gonna believe bullshit or be fucking gullible and not fucking think properly with their own fucking brain, fuck them. At the end of the day, I focus on the people that are close to me that I genuinely care about and genuinely care about me. I'm fucking tired of fake fucking people and absolutely tired of bullshit, especially hearing about this fucking bullshit. I was so fucking pissed off. Because, legit, I got fucking fed up of hearing about it. And especially, again, it was somebody that I actually considered close, and, you know, we never had problems. But, yeah, because that's what happened with a lot of people. Except Rue, you know, there's been a few problems because he's made some fuck-ups in the past, but, you know. But, you know, yeah, no, because apparently for some fucking dumbass people, all it takes is some bullshit information, and they just suddenly believe it. and don't even put any thought into the person, who they are, how long they've known the person to know that that's not how they are. Nowadays, like, it's just people don't use their fucking brain, as I said in those paragraphs. People don't fucking think with their brain. They just wanna believe. They just want to believe words on a fucking piece of paper, instead of actually go to the person that it's to do with.
You're repeating yourself over and over again, saying everyone's fucking delusional. The only one delusional here is you. Shut up. Please, just shut the fuck up.
Because there are, because the people that are genuine know that obviously I'm not the, and you, sorry, and this includes you. You know I'm not the person I was back then. You know and have seen that I've changed, and that I'm just I'm a very soft, loving, and caring person. I'm soft in many. I mean, hell, I've even told Bonks and other people that I'm fucking soft when it comes to a lot of stuff, especially emotion-wise. Then again, that's connected with being extremely sensitive and fragile. Well, yeah, because it's easy to break. Oh god, I'm easy to break, but not in the way I like. Yeah, no, that's. I've told people before, I prefer to be broken in the good way and not in the emotionally traumatizing and depressive whatever way.
Loving and caring. Really? Were you loving and caring to anyone who decided that enough is enough and decided to fucking either take a neutral stance or cut you off entirely in order for their fucking mental sake to be fucking, repaired? Were you loving and caring to the people you fucking cheated on? Were you loving and caring to the people you fucking ignored? Honestly, not. Not to mention, you can't be horny for 5 seconds because you say, I want to be broken in the good way, not in the emotionally fucking unstable way. Dude, keep it in your pants. You're in a fucking conversation right now that is of a serious importance, and you can't even stop being horny for 5 fucking seconds.
But, to be fair, after I put that, saying, like, at least you know me and know I'm a generally dumb kind of person, not the dumb idiot as go, they put, which makes sense, I put, I wish other people understood that, but that's some people for you. And that's why I don't care about those people and garbage people like that. Yeah, and that's when they told me they'll talk to Floof about it and let her know. I put, doubt it'll do much in terms of them, but I don't know. I just fucking hate when people put no fucking thought into it and decide to believe some bullshit and fucking whatever nonsense instead of knowing the person and checking stuff with them. Whatever happens, that trust and whatnot with them has shattered. Which obviously means that I don't want, even if they like go back on what they did and like try to add me back or whatever or apologize, I would be like, shove it up your ass, essentially. Because obviously I'd want nothing to do with it. It's like it's like I said, and I keep repeating myself. At least at least I can acknowledge it this time. They buried, they dug, they bury. That's a short way of saying it. They dug, they can bury.
That was his final point. They dug and they buried. No, we haven't dug our own grave. Nor have the victims. Nor have the people who had no involvement dug their own grave. You dug your own grave, my guy. You dug your grave by yourself. You are fucking delusional, my guy. This conversation is the same points you fucking made in your fucking responses. And you had the gall to fucking bring people into it who had no involvement. Honestly, unfucking believable. I'm honestly fucking shocked and appalled as to what this video really details about you. It's fucking disgusting, and I honestly think you should be 110% ashamed of yourself, Callum. This video was mentally and emotionally taxing to make. I'm not gonna lie or beat around the bush on that. But it was necessary to be made, not only to update people on many of the different things that have been going on, but to also show the true colors of Callum Hobson. Now, my head is a jumbled mess because of having to find words to give my final thoughts some, coherency. But from any form of coherency I have right now, all I gotta say is this. I am so glad this man is no longer involved with me, and I am no longer involved with him. All I've got to say is that this man is not a great person, and that, if anything, anyone involved with him should take a look at this video, let alone anything else that has been mentioned, like the document and many other videos on this man, and pretty much reevaluate their friendships with him. I pretty much did that myself. I am in a better position because of it. Callum Hobson needs to be held accountable for his actions. That's all I really got to say on that. The fact he's able to walk around scot-free like this, and talk about whoever he wants, and villainize whoever he wants, after they've realized the type of person he really is, and have learned the truth about many different things about this man, is nothing short of disgusting. As I promised, the document and my link dissecting it will be down below. This has to end somehow. And honestly, the fact Callum is doing everything he can to save face and to make sure his reputation is not tarnished is honestly laughable and sad. Callum, and I know you're watching this, I know you are watching this video. Own up to your mistakes. Be a man about it. Accept the fact you have fucked up on multiple occasions, even legally, and that you're not going to be able to hide from all of this forever. Because at the end of the day, you have fucked up majorly, and you are going to pay the price for everything you have done. As the saying goes, karma is a bitch. And honestly, every ounce of karma is going to be necessary to get you to realize you fucked up big time.